John Deere Model G. Manufactured from 1937 to 1953 in Waterloo, Iowa, the Model G was a powerful three-blade tractor designed to meet the growing needs of farmers after the Great Depression and World War II. As many American families expanded their corn, wheat, and soybean fields, they needed a tractor powerful enough to pull large plows, but still as reliable and durable as the familiar Model A or Model B. The Model G was the answer, a reliable machine that would serve generations of farmers, from our grandfathers to our grandchildren. The Model G was equipped with a two-cylinder, water-cooled engine with a displacement of more than 412 cubic inches, equivalent to about 6.8 liters. With an actual output of about 34 to 36 horsepower at the engine, it was enough to pull a three-blade plow and handle many heavy farm jobs. This was a dual-fuel tractor. It could run on gasoline, kerosene, or a distillate mix, which was very popular at the time. The engine ran at around 975 RPM, and the slow, powerful roar left a distinctive mark that many of us still remember. Initially, the Model G had a 4-speed forward and 1-speed reverse transmission, which was enough for plowing, harrowing, and hauling. Later versions added 6 forward gears, giving the driver more flexibility. The dry-plate clutch operated simply and reliably. The rear PTO system turned at 540 RPM, allowing the machine to easily pull additional equipment such as a lawn mower, baler, or water pump. Weighing in at around 5,000 to 5,300 pounds, the Model G was not a light machine, but that made it very stable in the field. At over 11 feet long and nearly 7 feet tall, it has a commanding presence. Its 17-gallon fuel tank allows for all-day work without frequent refueling. Its open-type hydraulic system, holding about 1.25 gallons, is adequate for basic farm work, though not as advanced as later models. The Model G was produced in several versions: single front wheel, wide front wheel, or high crop for tall crop farms. In the 1940s, the design was refreshed in the style of Henry Dreyfuss, with soft curves and a more compact body. Some models were equipped with an electric starter instead of a crank, providing significant convenience for the operator. Today, the John Deere Model G is not only a work tool, but also a part of America's agricultural heritage. If you are looking to buy a used Model G, pay attention to the condition of the engine, especially the cooling system and crankshaft. Also check the transmission, PTO shaft, and gear wear. These details determine whether the machine is still capable of regular operation or is suitable for display or collection. In terms of price, a Model G in average condition usually ranges from $3,000 to $7,000. Beautifully restored, original models can fetch $10,000 or more, especially at auctions and vintage machinery shows. In retrospect, the John Deere Model G is more than just a machine. It is a testament to the enduring spirit of the American farmer, to the bond between man and the land. With its affordable power, reliable design, and familiar presence in the field, the Model G has been a great choice for family farms for decades. John Deere Model A. Introduced in 1934 and lasting until 1952, the Model A was John Deere's first true row crop tractor, ushering in a new era for the family farm. It was a machine that saw generations of farmers through the Great Depression, World War II, and the post-war agricultural boom years. The reason the Model A was so popular was because of its balance, powerful enough to handle corn and bean fields, yet compact, easy to operate, and especially suitable for family farming. With a reasonable price, nearly 300,000 were produced, making it one of the most popular tractors of all time. And to this day, many of them are still running well, becoming icons associated with the characteristic pop-pop sound of the two-cylinder engine that people affectionately called Johnny Poppers. The John Deere Model A uses a 309 to 321 cubic inch, horizontally opposed, two-cylinder engine that can run on gasoline or all fuel. When tested, it produced about 18 to 19 horsepower on the drawbar and 24 horsepower on the PTO/belt, enough to plow, pull pumps, or operate common farm equipment. This is a suitable power for the average family farm, not too much but not too little. Initially, the Model A was equipped with a 4-speed forward, 1-speed reverse transmission. After 1940, an upgrade to 6-speed forward was made, allowing the driver to choose the most suitable speed. The transmission was simple, easy to maintain, and most importantly, durable, a vital factor for farmers in the 1940s. The Model A was about 124 inches long, 83 inches wide, and weighed approximately 3,800 pounds. This size is stable enough for field work, but not too big for a barn or farm driveway. The late-styled versions after 1947 were also equipped with improved hydraulic systems, which made it easier to control farm equipment, saving farmers labor. The Model A was the basis for many different versions, and with narrow front wheels, suitable for corn rows. AW with wide front wheels, for more stable terrain. AO specialized for orchards. AI industrial version. There were also high crop versions for special terrain. It was this diversity that helped the Model A appear on every type of farm across the United States. Today, owning a John Deere Model A is not only a practical value, but also a historical value. However, buyers should note a few points. Two-cylinder engine, check for even noise. The characteristic pop-pop sound must be neat, not missing. Transmission, make sure the gears are smooth, not slipping. Hydraulic system, if any, must operate stably to control the implement. Tires and chassis, many still have steel wheels or old tires, need to consider replacing. In terms of price, a Model A that is still in good working condition usually ranges from $2,000 to $5,000, depending on condition, version, and originality. With beautifully restored ones, prices can be much higher, especially at collector fairs. For those looking for a classic but still practical tractor, the Model A is always a great choice. John Deere Model H. Introduced in 1939 and lasting until 1947, this was the smallest tractor in John Deere's letter series. With over 58,000 units produced, the Model H was designed to serve small and medium-sized family farms, those who did not need a lot of power, but needed a durable, economical, and easy-to-repair machine. The initial price was only about $500 to $650, enough for many families to access. Therefore, the Model H quickly became the top choice for farmers who wanted to replace horsepower with an economical and effective mechanization solution. Engine and performance. The John Deere Model H is equipped with a two-cylinder, 99.7 CI, water-cooled engine. It runs on kerosene, producing about 12 horsepower at the drawbar and nearly 15 horsepower at the PTO shaft. With these numbers, the Model H was not the most powerful machine, but it was powerful enough to plow, sow seeds, and pull equipment on a family farm of several dozen acres. The two-cylinder engine also made the familiar putt-putt sound, a tune that many of us still remember. Transmission and drive. The vehicle used a simple 3-speed, 1-speed reverse transmission that was easy to learn and repair. For farmers of the time, this simplicity was an advantage: less breakdowns, easy on-site maintenance, and low cost. Size, weight, and hydraulics. The machine was about 111 inches long, weighing from 2,080 to over 3,000 pounds depending on the configuration. Compact and lightweight, the Model H easily moved through narrow paths and small fields. The hydraulic system was not as advanced as later generations, but versions with adjustable wheel width made the machine suitable for a variety of crops. Features and options. The Model H comes in a variety of versions, from narrow, wide front wheels to high crop, for vegetables and tall corn. This versatility makes it a versatile tool, suitable for many family farm models. Today, when looking to buy a used John Deere Model H, you should pay attention to the condition of the engine, transmission, and the level of originality of the machine. Because it was manufactured more than 75 years ago, many need restoration, but spare parts are still preserved by enthusiast groups and communities. Current prices range from about $1,800 to $6,000, depending on condition, rarity, and level of restoration. For those who want to do light farming while collecting a piece of American history, this is a reasonable investment. The John Deere Model H is not a giant machine, but it is a symbol of practicality and a long-standing relationship with American farmers. It represents the spirit of thrift, durability, and family farming, the very beginning of modern American agriculture. If you have ever heard the put-put sound of a tractor echoing across the fields, you will agree, the Model H is not just a tractor, but a friend, a witness to an entire generation. John Deere 4020. Manufactured from 1963 to 1972, it is one of the best-selling tractors of all time, with over 180,000 units rolling through fields across America. The 1960s and early 1970s were a time when family farming was still important, and the 4020 was right on time to meet that need. What made the 4020 so popular was its perfect balance, powerful enough for heavy-duty work, yet easy to operate, durable, and reliable. As a result, it became a familiar choice on tens of thousands of family farms, from the Midwest to the South. For many farmers, the 4020 was more than just a tool, it was a companion through many seasons. The John Deere 4020 is equipped with a 404 cubic inch 6-cylinder diesel engine, with an actual output of about 95 horsepower at the PTO shaft. This is the ideal power level for medium-sized family farms, enough to pull deep plows, and convenient for everyday tasks such as pulling lawn mowers, balers, or trailers. In addition to diesel, the vehicle also has gasoline and LPG versions, but the diesel engine is still preferred thanks to its fuel economy and durability. The 4020 has two transmission options. The synchro-range type with 8 forward gears and 2 reverse gears is durable and familiar to farmers. In addition, John Deere also offers an 8 forward, 4 reverse powershift transmission, allowing smoother gear shifting without the need to depress the clutch, very convenient when having to change speeds continuously. With both versions, the operator feels smooth and reliable throughout the working process. With a wheelbase of approximately 97 inches and a weight of over 8,000 pounds, the 4020 provided excellent stability in the field. The closed-center hydraulic system pumped up to 18 gallons per minute, powerful enough to operate a variety of attachments. The 3-point lift reached nearly 3,800 pounds, ensuring that farmers could handle most jobs on the family farm. The 4020 was highly regarded for its practical options, from 4-wheel drive, to dual rear wheels, to an enclosed cab with air conditioning, a rare amenity at the time. Small improvements over the years, such as rearranging the hydraulic controls and changing the exhaust design, were all aimed at making the experience more convenient for the user. Today, more than half a century later, many John Deere 4020s are still running well. When considering a used 4020, pay attention to the condition of the diesel engine, hydraulic system, and transmission. A close inspection for wear, oil leaks, and smooth shifting will help you accurately assess the remaining life of the machine. In terms of price, a used 4020 usually ranges from $10,000 to $20,000, depending on the condition of the maintenance, transmission version, and whether or not it has additional equipment such as a double-wheel drive or enclosed cab. For many older farmers, investing in a 4020 is not only an economical choice, but also a return to the memories of a golden age of American agriculture. If you are looking for a tractor that has both historical value and good service on the farm, the 4020 is definitely one of the most reliable options. John Deere Model R. Manufactured from 1949 to 1954 in Waterloo, Iowa, this was John Deere's first diesel-powered tractor. With over 21,000 units produced, the Model R quickly became a symbol of the American farmer's transition from relying on simple gasoline engines to an era of performance, power, and fuel economy. The Model R was popular on family farms because it offered long-lasting performance, significantly lower fuel consumption than gasoline engines, and added continuous-duty PTO technology, allowing farmers to operate additional equipment without stopping the machine. It was this convenience and power that made the Model R a trusted companion for generations of farmers. The heart of the Model R was a 415 cubic inch, horizontally opposed two-cylinder diesel engine that produced about 48 horsepower on the belt shaft and over 43 horsepower on the drawbar. For cold weather starting, it was supplemented by a small gasoline engine called a pony engine. This was a smart solution for the time, avoiding the hassle of cranking the engine. The diesel engine was not only powerful but also economical, allowing farmers to work longer at lower costs. The machine was equipped with a 5-speed forward and 1-speed reverse transmission, combined with a dry clutch. Although not as smooth as later models, the Model R's transmission was sturdy enough to handle a variety of jobs, from plowing, pulling trailers to operating pumps or threshing machines. Simplicity also meant easy repair, suitable for farmers who did their own maintenance. Weighing in at approximately 7,400 pounds and measuring approximately 12 feet in length, the Model R was large enough to handle heavy-duty work but still compact enough to maneuver around the family farm. The integrated Patrol hydraulic system allowed the operator to easily raise and lower the rear-mounted equipment using just the joystick, a huge step forward in convenience. The most notable feature was the live PTO, meaning the equipment drive shaft operated independently of the main clutch. This allowed farmers to mow, bale hay, or run the crusher without stopping the machine. John Deere also offered an optional steel cab, a rare innovation at the time, which protected the operator from the elements. Today, the John Deere Model R has become a sought-after machine among collectors and nostalgic farmers. When considering a second-hand purchase, pay attention to the condition of the diesel engine and pony engine, as these are components that can wear out over time. The PTO and hydraulic systems also need to be checked carefully, as they were once vulnerable to failure when operating under heavy loads. As for price, a good Model R will usually cost between $6,000 and $12,000, depending on the condition of the machine and its originality. Well-restored examples can fetch higher prices, especially at collectors' auctions. And to this day, it remains a testament to the innovation and durability of the John Deere brand, a loyal companion of the American farmer. These tractors helped change the face of farming, and they still live on in the hearts of enthusiasts today. If you're thinking about owning a classic John Deere, here are a few key points to keep in mind. Engine, does it start easily? Are there any oil leaks? Transmission and transmission, do they run smoothly? And of course, choose a price that fits your budget. Thanks for following along with the John Deere Legends. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have your own tractor memories or stories, leave them in the comments. We'd love to hear them.